last, all the pain that you're going through. It won't last if you move how you wanna move. Get lost in the work that you gotta do to be someone better. You can grow into something new. I could be anything that I set my mind to. I do what I need, I can push right through. Fight through those things that are holding me back from the life that I like to have. I'm like, give me time, I'll be just fine. You thought I was worth leaving behind, you're out of your mind. I'll come back better than ever, no matter the weather. Greater than I've ever been, that's my new endeavor. Woo. I work hard so the sweat coming off my chin. On par with the greatest that I've ever done. I'm new, coming back better than
The sweet, sweet sound. So I got a joke, guys.
Jeez, let's hear.
Let's start with this. I know we've been gone for a minute.
You've been waiting for 2 months to say that joke.
So what's the difference between a priest and acne?
I don't know. What?
Anybody?
What you got?
Bueller? Bueller?
I mean, we know the answer. We're just not going to say it.
So acne doesn't come on your face until you're 12.
And
we're
that,
back,
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
No, there was another one that said, never kiss your mom on your dad's birthday.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Never wonder what that sticky stuff is.
We'll be here all week. Make sure to tip your waitress.
Tip your wit or give the tip to your waitress.
Oh, speaking of, man, so I, before we had our little break, our little hiatus.
You gave the tip to the waitress?
So no, I had I was already dealing with this knee issue, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you keep jerking.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like,
So I was talking to some people the other day, and one guy was like, "Hey, man, go get that shot. Go get the the steroid shot. It's gonna help."
Steroid?
Yeah, it's a kind of like a cortisone shot.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, "Man, I've had it on my shoulder. I've had it on my elbow. I had it on one knee before, right?
You had it on your face too at one point.
Nick. But I was like, man, when the doctor came out, freaking needle was like 10 inches long,
Like a horse needle.
Yeah, and I look at the doctor. The doctor's like, "No, man, don't worry. I'm only gonna put the tip in." And I told him, "I've used that one before, and it doesn't work. It does not work.
You know how many kids I got, Doc?
It doesn't work. That line does not work anymore, man. I already know. I know better."
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what happens when you give them the tip, man.
Yeah.
Just, next thing you know, 9 months later.
You get the whole thing.
18 years. 18 years. So, Cranky, let us know today that it's been 2 months. December 6th.
You said, I mean, I just snapped right now when I didn't know. I just said December 6th was our last, recording.
So you lied to me?
No, it was December 6th.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know that it's exactly 2 months to the day.
Oh, shoot. It is. Today is the 6th. Golly. Well, there you go.
Exactly 2 months. Well, shit. There's a lot of shit that's going on in 2
really
months.
has,
That's for sure. Because, well, most recently, which we decided we're going to open up on, is Yolanda. This lady.
No, say what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say this bitch.
Yeah.
She, I mean, literally. And it's coming out on February 17th.
Next weekend.
On Oxygen.
Yeah.
Oxygen, yeah.
And it's a 2-part. It's a 2-day series. Apparently, I don't know how many hours it is.
But it's only two shows?
It said 2 days.
It said 2 days.
Okay, so because I know that they interviewed her 4 times.
Well, yeah. I mean, it might be what you think. Maybe 2 hours, maybe each one. So Saturday and Sunday. Hour and a half. Hour and a half.
And she's not due to get out till next year, anyways, right?
Yeah. 25.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, everybody's waiting for that.
So the first thing she says on this little, what do they call it? Her
documentary,
not a trailer, I guess. Not a trailer.
Yeah. Her teaser.
She's saying like the truth is gonna. How did she say it? I don't even remember.
Well, she says that there's secrets between them. And that it's time for everybody to know.
Yeah. What secrets could she know? She was the one that was doing all the bad shit. She was stealing. Stealing their money.
Yeah.
She was doing all this shit, and she got confronted. And we know what happened.
Yeah, we know. Man. Spoiler alert: she ends up shooting Selena.
You'll never guess what she did. Yeah.
If you haven't finished the Selena series, you might push pause right now.
Fast forward about a minute.
We don't want to let you know what happened at the end of that.
Is it still on Netflix?
Yeah,
it still is. Okay, yeah. So hit the pause button, and you might want to wait till after February 17th.
You know, there's some rumors, right? Speculation that she was pregnant, that Selena was pregnant, and that was one of the secrets she was holding for her.
Okay,
but wouldn't they have? You think they would have released that when they did an autopsy or whenever they did her? You know what I mean?
And it's public record, so anybody can go and look up her medical records and find out what exactly. That's what people are doing with Kobe and other people. Like that's how they're finding out. You know what happened to him? He was all mutilated and whatever. So it's public record. Anybody can go and get it. So, but. I mean, we were talking about it. Like, what exactly is she going to say that is going to change people's minds? Like, oh, the truth is going to come out. And now all of a sudden, I believe Yolanda now. Like, really? Like what is it? What could she say?
Nothing.
There's nothing he's going to say.
I mean, Cranky was saying it too earlier. He's like, dude, you're not gonna change the Mexicans. You're not gonna change their mind.
Yeah, no.
Any Hispanic Latino person, you're not gonna change their mind.
Anybody outside of Hispanic, and we're like, now wait a minute, let me think about this.
Let's put two and two together. What is that?
Let's put you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put an investigation together. We're gonna go out and see what happened to Selena.
She's not even gonna change OJ's mind, man. Come on.
No, man. I mean, I was telling y'all, I think. What she's doing is I'm pretty sure she hired a PR firm. She hired somebody that they're now giving her counsel advice. And I think what they're trying to do is paint her in a different picture, paint her in a different light to show that there was some things, yes, the outcome, whatever it came out to be, right, that we know. But there was things leading up to it. And honestly, bro, it still doesn't matter. The ending could have been played out way different. She still took her life. She still shot her. Right. And that's it.
Like she went to that length. Yeah. To because she got busted.
You know what I never dived into was the actual court. I never looked at the court records.
Okay.
To see like what she had to say or what her defense had to say for her. I never looked into that, and honestly, it's really never been publicized.
Right, but so that's probably what's going to come out because in that little
teaser,
what the fuck do they call it?
But it's a teaser,
trailer, teaser, promoter. I don't know.
Yeah,
but you can see them flipping through documents. Preview. So the preview of them. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. Them. Oh well, went back into the documents and found out, but still
not going to change anything.
You got unless Jim Bob up in Kerrville's going to say, wait a minute. Give me a second.
Or Temple or Colleen, because that's where she's closer to. She's over there. Them Temple Colleen people.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's 95, so coming up on 30 years already? Yep. So her sentence had to have been...
It was 30.
30 years, because if it's 25, then, and that's how long we've been out of high school. We just dated ourselves.
Wow. Dude, it's going to be 30 years.
But Cranky doesn't look a day over 25. Oh, man.
Well, I don't know, man. I think like Cranky said, or who was it? Did you say the joke? No, you did, right? The bitty bitty. Yeah.
They're about ready to
bitty bitty bomber. Yeah.
Oh man! So 2 months. So everything else is that just came out.
Yeah, that was just recent.
The Yolanda thing just came out, but Louie had brought up about Katt Williams.
Oh yeah, dude.
About him just fucking throwing everybody under the bus. But you know what makes me upset, dude? And let me tie it in together. So like all these NBA guys, right? They played in the league. They did all the stuff, and now they're not playing in the league, and they want to bring out all these stories about teams and coaches and all this other shit. I was like, why didn't you say something when you were playing with them?
Right? I get when they come out with like a story. Like you saw the story about that one guy that said, when he was playing Kobe when he was a rookie or whatever, and Kobe told him he was guarding him, and he said he was doing decent with Kobe, and that Kobe comes out in the like third, fourth quarter. And he's like, hey, man, I heard y'all are staying the night. like I'm gonna hook you up at this place. Meet me at this club, you know, or not meet me, but head out to this club. And he's thinking, is he trying to get in my head, you know? And the coach is telling us, stop talking to him, right? Well, he ends up going to this club, ends up freaking inviting people over there.
Right.
Kobe's not there, but they have a VIP area and they're freaking partying it up. And next thing you know, they come and bring him the bill, and the bill's like, I don't know, 28,000. So it was something. It was a huge amount. And he was like, dude, I don't make that. Like, it's crazy.
I didn't make that in 2
and
years.
He started freaking out, and then the waitress tells him, "Oh no, I just need you to sign on Mr. Bryant's behalf. He had you taken care of." You know, stories like that, I get it.
Yeah,
but when
awesome.
you start coming out with the gossip and the behind the scenes where, oh, well, you know, this is what he was really like, and this is what he really did.
It's like Barnes, right?
Yes,
Barnes.
That dude's a big one, man.
Steven
Him and Steven Jackson, dude.
Even Gilbert Arenas, fucking dumbass, with his gun in the damn locker room, like shit like that. That's what makes me mad, and that's the whole thing with Katt Williams too. It's like, why now?
To make himself relevant.
Yeah, because he hasn't done a movie or anything in a long time.
Yeah, he hasn't done that. His last special probably came out during COVID, wasn't it?
I think it was 2020. 2021.
That was the last one that he had, but that's 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, not
I
4
didn't
years
see it,
now.
but
I don't know, these comedians, I don't know, like we all like Chappelle, right? Chappelle's probably one of our favorites.
Yeah.
You know, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
But like when you look at these dudes, like I know we were talking about the Lisa Ann thing.
Oh yeah.
With that dude Matt Rife.
Yeah,
you know who Matt Rife is, right?
Yes.
So he started out on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
You know, and he did that and it's true because Louie brought up the point that in all of his little TikTok things, he's just bashing the crowd.
Yeah, it's just interaction
So it's
with the
not
audience,
his
that's
material. Like he don't have material that he's coming out and just saying. And he had his special that came out on Netflix. It fucking sucked.
Yeah, it really wasn't that funny. I mean,
really
he was pretty basic. Like there was a couple things that you know, you got a little chuckle and stuff. It was cool, but for the most part, it wasn't a knee slapper, bro. We weren't sitting there, you know, and telling people, dude, you have to watch this. Nah, it wasn't one of those. And the thing is, with the big venue that he had, there wasn't audience interaction. So
he can't. Like, how is it
you
going to
couldn't
happen?
do that, right? So all his stuff is his famous stuff is just the
interaction with the crowd, right? Because when he's doing those small crowds, those small venues where the crowd's like 1 foot away from him, you know, like right on top of him, like, it's easy to pinpoint somebody and just fucking bash them, you know. So that's what I don't agree with that part of it, and that was the Lisa Ann thing. You want to look that up? You can look it up. Basically, supposedly she was on her phone in the middle of the show, and I don't know, somebody complained. I don't know if it was, they didn't say it was him. They didn't say it was Matt Rife or whatever that said anything, but apparently somebody said something and they got her in trouble, and they said she went ballistic, and
they ended up arresting her.
They ended up arresting her, taking her off her cuffs and all this other stuff. And I'm like, and all I could think about was like, who the fuck is Matt Rife? Like, what? Who is he? He's not Dave Chappelle. Like, he's gonna lock up people's phones for fucking what? You're all over You're all over TikTok saying your shit. Like, I don't know. I think it's dumb, dude. You know, we went off on a tangent, but the whole Katt Williams thing was him, you know, bashing, throwing people under the bus. Cedric the Entertainer.
Steve
Harvey. Like all these big dudes. I mean,
Taraji
the kings
Henson.
of comedy, dude. Come on. That's what got me, man.
Who else? Kevin Hart. He has a big beef with Kevin Hart right now, and they've been calling each other out.
It's just because they're the same height.
Well, he says that he's bigger than Kevin Hart.
In what
and
way?
He goes, "You've never seen us," and that's in the interview. He says, "You've never seen us together." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "Because I'm bigger than him. I am." He goes, "I'm bigger in stature. I'm bigger in like his physique." He goes, "I'm bigger than him."
And what? Is he bigger than him now? He ain't making his money.
He called out Ludacris. So you know what he said, right, about like Luda and Kevin and all those other people. The main thing that he was talking about was that they sold their soul to Illuminati. That was his big thing.
Yeah.
And he says, and Illuminati, what they do is they make a deal with you. So you sell yourself basically to them, and then they're going to give you certain things.
This real shit.
That's what he's
This
been
real
saying.
shit.
Yeah.
Really?
And he said one of the things they give you is a white wife.
Yes. Yes.
And he went a little further than that. Ugly face, whatever, white, right? But basically, that's what you're getting. Because you're getting somebody that you're going to control, that's not going to have a voice. Hey. They're behind the scenes. And if you think about it, Kevin Hart's wife, you really, except for maybe one of his little, series that he had, you really never saw his wife come out, right? She doesn't really come out. She's not real vocal. She's not out on
his current one.
Yeah, his current one. Okay. And the same thing with Luda. If you seen Luda, the thing is, I saw both of their wives, and I'm like, they're really not ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, they all white, or one of them not white. I think isn't Kevin Hart's like Asian or something, or I don't know.
Yeah,
what,
she's like
right?
She's part Asian, Hawaiian, or something like that.
But
she's got that exotic look.
Yeah, but he said they give you that, plus they give you a whole contract basically. And one of the things, like the one that he's talking about, Luda, is he said he was approached to do the same thing, and it was between him and Luda. And he goes, if you realize, both of us had the afro, right? Both of us had the long sideburns. He goes, and if you see us now, I'm the only one still with the afro, and I'm the only one still with the long sideburns. Because Luda now is kind of more clean shaven. And you know what they gave him? They said, we're going to give you 10 movies for $600 million.
Wait.
Well, guess what 10 movies he's talking about?
All the fucking
the Fast series. Right? And
but
so he's like, that should have been mine.
He didn't come out on the third one.
Until the third or fourth? Oh,
he didn't come out on the first one.
No, he came out on Too Fast. That was the first one he came out on. Too Fast, Too Furious. And then he doesn't come out until the fourth one, I think. And then from then he's come out on all the rest.
Yeah, because he didn't come on the first one. He didn't come on the third one.
Yeah, y'all know those. Y'all know those because you know how I feel about those fucking movies. I don't like them.
I mean, I saw them. It's just
they're entertainment.
It's entertainment. I didn't see it. There was a Netflix and chill night, so I didn't really, I only saw the first two.
It's like watching the Cowboys. I mean, you know
what you're gonna get,
but they entertain you. It's entertainment, man.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that we recorded 2 months later because that would have hurt a month ago. That would have hurt a month ago. It would
have just happened, man.
Yeah.
And Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
Super Bowl coming up, man. What do y'all think? Taylor Swift going to win? Or?
No, I think she already did.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
I think she already did.
Yeah, let's go into that.
Let's dive into that one.
Let's dive into that because I want to know, like, is Taylor Swift, like, dirty? Like in bed.
Well.
Let's think about the Kelce for a second here. That dude, he's got that Miami swagger. He's got the look. He's got he could go out and he could go get a porn star probably if he wanted to.
He sounds stupid though when he talks, but
well, he's got that CTE.
I'm pretty sure
early stages of that CTE.
How old is Taylor Swift now, dude? Is she the same age as him?
30?
She's got to be in her 30s.
Kelce's mid-30s.
Well, he's been in the league for what, 10 years?
I mean, it's gotta be. He's got to be.
She's 34,
so he's the same age.
They have to be about the same age.
Yeah, they're the same age.
But my thing is like, how does that happen? Like,
and he's 34. Yep.
How does that happen? I'm not jealous. I'm not saying I'm jealous, but
it's all. It's got to be where the publicist set it up.
Yeah,
it's got to be public publicity that says it.
They say that the way that he initiated it, and he gave his number to somebody to give to her.
Yeah, I heard that story.
And then eventually there was a call made, and then they ended up having a dinner or lunch or something, and it was very hush at the beginning.
And they started hanging out with Diddy, and
damn! So went crazy. Kelce got
it went crazy from there, man.
So Kelce got violated because everything we've heard about Diddy, man,
he might be liking that. You never know.
And speaking of that, going back to the whole Katt Williams thing, he brings up Diddy as well, and he says Diddy tried to do that to me and offered him $500 million, and he said no.
To lick his butthole or what?
Basically to violate him to have sex with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
$500 million? I think about that, man.
I'm not saying it's a for sure yes, but well,
it's kind of like the Chevy Chase.
Things that make it go.
Is there any money in it for me? You remember that? It was a Caddyshack. I think it was like the second one when Dan Aykroyd was like, "Would you suck the poison out?" And he's all, "Is there any money in it for me?" That's from Caddyshack 2, I think.
Caddyshack 2.
Yeah.
So he offered him some cash.
That's what I heard, man. But
I guess going back to talking about the whole publicity thing
Yeah.
with Kelce and what's her
Taylor.
face. The amount of money and the amount of stuff that has come in for the NFL is outrageous right now.
Oh, they're talking
Have
about
you heard about that?
It's over 600 million is what they're saying already.
Like they're selling jerseys
Yep.
and they're going crazy. Like the NFL's like you're yanking everything they can out
So
of
is
these
that why the
motherfuckers.
Chiefs are in the Super Bowl?
Well, so
Yeah.
and I was gonna mention that
The Illuminati did it.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help the conspiracy theory
Yeah,
that
no,
the
it doesn't.
NFL's rigged.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't help because we even said it in our group, right? They would be stupid not to have them there. Because not
Yeah.
only do you have Mahomes, where they're trying to make him now, it's a dynasty. They're trying to compare him to Brady. You know, you have Kelce, you have Andy Reid, but now you have Taylor Swift, and you would be stupid not to want her there because not only are you going to get football fans, you're also going to get Swifties.
The Swifties
watching this,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't doubt that this is going to be one of the most watched Super Bowls now.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But
I think it would have been
I mean-
better if they would have had Detroit there, but you know.
can you imagine Detroit would have? Damn, they fucking.
They should have. They should have been.
They
there.
should have.
screwed
Fucked
up,
up
man.
so bad.
They pulled a Cowboys.
They pulled up. They pulled
If you're a Detroit fan, man, I feel sorry for
Yeah,
you.
man.
I have cousins in Detroit too that were just like zip, like they didn't say nothing. They were so like almost depression.
that's-
I mean, it was bad.
You don't
Well, Green Bay
blow
should have
us.
beat San Francisco when they
Oh,
played
that
them.
too. Green Bay,
Green Bay should have beat them and they
Yeah.
freaking
Oh,
blew
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then
You know?
Detroit had them and they should have beat them and they blew it. So
Well, they're gonna find out how good Purdy is in this Super Bowl now that because this is a bigger stage than the NFC
yeah.
Championship or just a regular divisional game. So now we're gonna see
can he hold up to the pressure?
Yeah, is he gonna hold up to? Is he gonna crumble? What is it like? What's gonna happen? I don't know, man.
Well, according to Cam, he's
this is again. This gets tied into this shit we're talking about. Opening his big fucking mouth, dude. You're not in the league anymore.
Yeah,
Why are you
exactly.
talking shit?
That's why. Because he's not in the league anymore.
Yep.
He's trying to be relevant.
He's not that old. He's only maybe like he's about the same age as
That's
Kelce.
what I'm
Maybe
thinking, like,
34.
why-
No, well, at the
isn't he-
well, here's the thing.
He should still be in the league.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. At
you
the
know?
beginning of the year, he was trying to get on teams. He went and you know, not tried out, but went to go and try to sell himself to some teams. And
Yeah.
there were a couple teams that were interested, and then they decided no.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy, right? So, you know, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were like, or on Sunday, and they were like, you know, but Cam can talk because he is an MVP and, you know, a former MVP player. He has won games on his own. He did make it to a Super Bowl as well. I'm like, yeah, he didn't win. You know, and I'm like, I get that you can say certain things,
Right.
but, and the way they put it was, he wasn't attacking Purdy. In the interview, he was basically talking about a lot of the quarterbacks and their different styles and different plays. And when it came to Purdy, that's when he made his comment that, well, you know, he's not even. First of all, he was the last person drafted, right? He was what do they call him?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, right?
Mr. Irrelevant.
And then he ends up after injury and injury and injury becoming the starter and does well. But he's still the 10th best player on his team, and that was according to Cam, right? And that's where I think it started. And then after that, shots were fired back and forth. And
so then it's possible. I mean, they only took that.
yes, they highlighted
and
that
they
because of where he's at.
Right. They
Yes.
highlighted it, and then well, fuck me for not doing my research. I
That was
apologize.
but again, it's the whole publicity thing. So
Cam, I apologize.
you know, because Brock Purdy is in the position he's in right now. They're in the
He's
Super
in the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Of course, all this is coming out now because they
Yeah.
want to make it more relevant and they want to bring a bigger spotlight to the stage
Yeah,
now.
of
So
course. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that just goes back to all these dudes. Man. The ones that bother me more are the ones like Steven Jackson and dudes like that, you know. And it's like, dude, you were with Spurs, and he like maybe he doesn't dog them as much as I think he does, but he still says stuff, and it's about a coach and and the system, and
He talked about
why,
Parker.
and all that with Parker and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, like
yeah, he didn't like Parker.
I'm like,
He didn't like Parker.
He didn't like Parker.
well,
We
anyway.
needed it, Barry.
I wonder why.
Did I tell you that she used to work where I work?
Really?
It was kind of weird.
Ben Barry's wife?
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of weird having her walk around knowing was like a little side eye. Like,
Tony Parker hit that. Maybe you should have talked to her in French. Parlez-vous français?
He was probably giving her the
wee wee.
He was giving her more than the wee wee. He was giving her the Pepe Le Pew. Oh man! So Louie had a little list. Katt Williams was one of them, and then of course we went off on a tangent on that. Well, it's funny you're talking about the Purdy becoming the quarterback. Injury after injury. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, he's got a porn star girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
too.
Yeah, I've seen that. Him with his eyeliner eyes.
I just had to bring that up because we like porn stars around here. But what were some of the other things that you brought up?
Remember I had talked about quick shots, right? Because
the quick shots.
We were doing quick shots.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's been so fucking long.
Yeah, we would do quick shots here every once in a while, and something that either came to your attention or really something that annoyed the hell out of you, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta share one, man. Back right after we recorded our last episode, I think it was.
Which was 2 years ago.
We had some tickets to go to a concert, right? Uh-huh. And we were all excited. We were gonna go just have a date night and
was it Morgan Wallen?
Yeah, it was the one here. And so we were excited. It was no, the one here was Parker McCollum. We went to Morgan Wallen in Houston.
You told us about that one. Yeah,
but the Parker McCollum, we were gonna go here.
Okay.
And so we had tickets. We were ready to go. We wanted to get there, about 7-ish or so. Watch a couple of the beginning and then see him. I had an appointment. I think I went to go get my haircut. I don't know, but I had an appointment. I was coming back and my truck started overheating. And I was like, what the heck's going on, man? So I pulled over, went to a gas station, and realized that fluid's just flowing out of my truck, dude. So understood I had a busted radiator. So went onto my app, my insurance app, went to roadside assistance, and started it. Hey, I need a tow. That was around 3, maybe? I don't know. No, like 2. I don't know. It was early, man.
Like, I got
1, 2 o'clock, right?
I got a lot of time.
So I'm like, yeah, man, we'll be cool, Told Sabrina, hey, man, don't worry about it. I'll be there in a little bit. Okay, cool. A couple hours passed by, man. I'm like, damn. So I told her, hey, why don't you come over here and, let's go take care of a couple things. And matter of fact, let's just go have a drink, man. We'll stay here nearby and wait for them to show up. Oh, okay. The ETA was 2 hours and it became, it's another 45 minutes. Then it's another hour.
Oh, shit.
Next thing you know, man, it took them 5 hours to get to us. They didn't pick up my truck till after 7. She still had to get home to go change. I still had to take the truck to the shop that I was going to take it to.
Yeah.
Long story short, we end up getting to the concert. As soon as we walk in to the doors, the great thing is that when we walk in, our seats were right there.
Yeah.
We're on the lower level. So we get there, we walk in, and the main event started. Parker McCollum had just come out.
Yeah.
Perfect. It worked out. But we missed everything else. But my biggest beef is, dude, you have an ETA on this freaking roadside assistance. Of course, I get it that they use not only a third party.
Yeah.
But the third party now is reaching out to another party.
Okay.
Okay, because you're reaching out to your insurance.
So you got the insurance.
And then the insurance.
Your insurance.
Yeah. And then the insurance uses another firm or something. And then they reach out to a tow company.
Oh, my God.
And then when you're calling the tow company, nobody answers. You're calling the number that they give you, nobody answers. Call the insurance. They don't know who to get a hold of either. Bro, it was a cluster spot, that you can't imagine, man. And I was just so frustrated. And then they want to have the nerve to send you a review. Hey, so what did you think about our service? Lee, man.
Here's your service.
Yes, the big one, too.
Yeah, I mean, throwing fingers there, and they're throwing the bird.
So who am I reviewing? The first party, the second party,
Exactly.
the third party?
Doesn't matter. They're all getting ones.
They're all getting ones, man.
Half stars.
Dude, I just could not believe that the ETA changed so many times. And then when I finally get a hold of the guy, he's like, yeah, man, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. 45 minutes later, I'm right down the road.
Don't you see me?
Towards the end, I was able to track him. When he's telling me he's 20 minutes away, he's in Bernie. I'm like, y'all don't have no other tow truck drivers? Like, yeah, dude. He was like, I'm dropping off my last one. I'll be right over there.
How many was he towing?
How fast does he drive? I'll be there 20 minutes. Shit, from Bernie, boy, he's pretty fast driver.
5 hours later, man, I was frustrated. So
Damn. So that's part of your insurance. You didn't have to pay for it. I mean, you had to pay something, though.
No. It comes with my insurance.
That's
but still, I'm like, what the hell am I paying for then, man?
Man, I never had to go through that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a friend that's a tow truck driver, or
just come over here to the west side, bro.
Yeah,
they're real, all right, dude. Here. You would have put.
You know how many tow trucks I saw pass by? Yeah, I was trying to flag one of them down. Like, dude, can you just tow me
like that with a 20, motherfucker?
Lee.
Dude, come right here to the west side. You found Chewy. He would have had you out in 20 minutes.
Hey, man, but you know what? I didn't realize that on the back of your license, there's a number there for roadside assistance that's free as well.
It's the what do they call them? Angels.
Something, but it's like through TxDOT or some crap like that.
They have a name for them.
Yeah, and I never realized that. I learned it through TikTok, right? Where they tell you, like, especially like for women that are, if they're ever by themselves and they get stranded, don't stay like that. Like, reach out to this number and somebody's gonna come and help you.
Yeah, I forget what they call them. Road Angels or some shit like that.
What the hell's that?
What?
Oh, it's my watch.
Oh, what was it?
It's just notifications.
Oh, well, what were some of the... Oh, you had your question. Man, I got too many. I don't even want to... I can't even pinpoint one, dude.
Well,
but, you know, and it has to do with vehicles because of fucking drivers, right? That's what thing I always go back to, man, because they're fucking idiots. Like,
well, speaking of idiots...
Hey, there's a lot of them here in San Antonio.
Right? So, we got a buddy that does Uber. And he was taking this kid, right? Got to be in his late teens, maybe early 20s.
Right.
Giving him a ride to an apartment complex.
Okay.
Gets to the complex and tells the kid, "Hey, man, do you want me to drop you off here in the front, or do you want me to take you? You know,
take
man,
you
can you take me to the back? Because you know, my apartment's kind of far in the back."
Yeah.
Cool. What's the code to get in? He tells him, "Oh, it's whatever hashtag." And he's like, "What?"
Hashtag?
He goes, yeah, whatever hashtag. He goes, "Oh, you mean the pound sign?" And he's like, "What?" He goes, "The pound sign." He's like, "What is that?" He's like, no, like, well, the number sign.
What?
No, it's the hashtag. He goes, "What is it?" He gives him the number again, whatever hashtag. He's like, "Bro, it's a number sign, right? It's a pound sign. It's a number sign." And the kid was oblivious. He did not know that it's not a hashtag. It's a number sign. It's a pound sign.
Pound sign.
And so, you know, made me think, like, dude, what are they teaching these kids these days in school? Do they not teach them that that's a number sign? It's a numeric sign? Like, no. All they know is social media, so hashtag, let me...
I can, as you say that, I can only imagine when they call those automated tellers and you have to put in your PIN number.
Hit pound?
And hit pound. Holy shit, what the fuck is that?
I don't see a hashtag.
I don't see a pound. What the fuck is pound?
And then say it again. Please enter your...
Followed by the pound sign.
Followed by the pound sign.
What the fuck is the pound sign?
That's when they get... Either they redirect it to somebody or they just hang up.
No, then they start saying, customer service. I'm sorry, I did not read the customer service.
Please press the pound sign. No, just give me something, please. I do not know what that is.
Oh, God.
Just giving her pounds on the phone. There.
Oh, man. That was something.
Gen Zs are...
Exactly, man.
Morons.
You know, but I'm willing to think that all these drivers, all these dumb drivers, I'm ready to just believe that they're all Californians, dude.
Really? We're being invaded.
Yeah,
we are being invaded.
They are Californian or Texas, man, and it's bad, dude. Because I think they're the ones that are panic buying when it gets cold for 3 days.
It wasn't even 3 days.
It was 2, right?
Like
it was literally 2 days.
Literally 2 days.
So if y'all remember, y'all listening here, we recently had a freeze.
San Antonio people didn't even do that.
No,
so it had to have been them.
Dude, and no lie, man, I literally went to Walmart just to go grab a couple things. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna grab a pack of waters really quick.
Dude.
So, Sabrina's a little specific. She doesn't like purified water. She like, yeah, if he was drinking. She just likes spring water. Okay?
Ugh.
So it's either Ozarka or the HEB, spring water, whatever. Well, forget that. There was no spring water. There was no purified water. There was no water.
There was no toilet water.
The only waters there were the
toilet water.
was the smart waters, right? The big freaking jugs. Like that's all there was.
Like
and I
the
was
alkaline shit.
Yeah, dude. That's all there was. And I'm like, and there was barely any of those.
It's supposed to be good for you, man.
No, yeah, well, she likes those too, but there was like that's all there was, and I'm like, this is what
Here I am with my Evian. Hey, screw you, man. I like water.
No, what is that one? Let me have a Voss.
Yeah, Voss.
What? A Voss?
Voss?
That was
From Grown Ups.
Grown Ups.
Yes, Grown Ups.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. I already know that
spring water?
my brain. This isn't spring water, dude. This is mountain. Okay, spring water.
Natural
My
spring
bad.
water.
This is natural from the mountains of the French Alps.
From the hills of Texas.
From Chewy's backyard.
The hill country. Oh, man.
That's nice and brown, dude. You know that going off of water. Since we like to go off on tangents here.
It's all connected,
Dude,
though.
no. But I like genuinely only drink certain types of waters. Like,
Yeah, no, I know that.
Like, I can't.
I know that. I went to go get you one, and you were like, not that one.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're like, anything. Oh, what about
Anything.
this? Not that one.
No, you said you brought something. It was like watermelon flavor or some shit like that. I'm like, anything but watermelon flavor, bro. Like, no, but like, I don't know. Like, fuck. I guess I'm hoity-toity too because I cannot. I mean, like, I can't. Like, I don't like spring water. Like that kind of spring water.
Yeah,
like fucking Ozarka or the Texas or the HEB one.
HEB spring one, yeah.
You know, I'm from Sam's. Like they probably just got it from, you know, I don't know where the fuck they got it from, but I don't know.
They've been sitting there in the faucet. Oh man.
Hey, we got another one bottled up. What else, man? Well, what else was on the list?
Well, so today, I'll tell you one about today. Today, I heard a lady that was having some issues with her kids.
Oh, God.
You know, the kids are being disrespectful, being disobedient, whatever. And she's frustrated. And they're older kids. I mean, like 15, 17, right?
Man, we could have a whole hour on this.
Let me tell you a comment that she made that just made me say, what? She says, you know, if it was up to me and I had a choice, I wouldn't have had any of them. And I was thinking, but you did have a choice. You had multiple choices. First of all, you could have one, not had sex.
Could have.
Right?
You made the wrong decision after the first one.
2, you could have used protection. 3, you could have had it aborted or used the plan B. Right?
Yeah.
And 4, you could have given them up.
Yeah.
But if it was up to you and you had a choice, so
You wouldn't have them.
that does not make sense to me.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Or you could shut the fuck up.
In the words of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Was she from California?
I don't think so, man. I think she's from here.
Oh, man. Talking about kids. So we're up in the this morning. We're up in the northern part of the city. If you know,
Stone Oak.
Yeah, Stone Oak.
The bougie.
Yeah, so we're up there because the kid. That's another thing that happened in our little break. The middle kid dislocated his knee.
Ooh.
Which was the worst fucking thing I've ever. I didn't see it, but to look at it after he was writhing in pain on the floor. I don't know, dude. I'll be serious. I don't know how this kid got through it, dude. To see how his kneecap got dislocated. His kneecap. I mean, it's hard for me to explain for you people, but thinking about like his kneecap was out here
Sideways.
to the left
Yep.
of his fucking leg.
Yep.
And it was the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen, dude. And I don't know how this kid made it through without yelling or screaming. He cried for like 2 minutes, and after that was it. So anyway, lucky he didn't have any tears or anything. So we were up there, but on the way up there, we're there, and it was a cool day. We had the windows open and everything. So we pull up to a light, and all these Benzes and Land Rovers and all this, they come, Lexuses come pulling up next to us, and we're just like, doo-doo-doo. Well, the lady has her window open, and all of a sudden the kid starts going, wah, 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 and we both kind of look over like, damn, what the hell happened to her? I kid you not, dude. Dakota, calm down, Dakota. Just relax. Calm down. And we're just looking at each other like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, George Lopez was right.
You're going to have to go to timeout.
I was like, we were looking at each other laughing because I'm like, are you serious?
Give me your phone. I'm going to take away your device now.
Give me your iPad right now, please. Give me your
iPad. 2.
Oh, it's like that TikTok that I sent y'all. Remember, it was a TikTok where she's like, instead of saying this, I'm going to say...
For real, man.
Dude, what is going on with these kids nowadays, man?
Well...
And it's not even the way they talk now. It's the attitude.
Yeah, they're entitled.
It's a fucking ugly attitude that
entitled,
they have, dude.
They expect everything. And they don't want to do anything.
That's the worst part is they don't want to work for something.
Nope.
They want everything to hand it. I don't know how many conversations I've had with these kids. Like, dude, when you grow up and you graduate and you get out there, nobody's going to say, here you go, it's $50,000. Good luck. Nobody's going to do that. They don't understand. They don't understand, like, I mean, is it our fault? Like, is it the parents' fault for not,
It's everybody's, man. It's like
because they're getting all this other stuff from outside.
Because even the teachers' faults, man. Because our teachers didn't put up with us.
No, they're true. That's true.
Like the way these teachers put up with them.
They had a lot more leeway back
flipped
then,
over.
dude.
I know.
We got paddled in class.
Our teachers didn't have sex with us.
That's the problem. Teachers, stop fucking the kids. Seriously.
Oh, man.
Dude, that's a good point right there, Cranky. That's a real good point. Like,
our teachers fucked us, but not literally.
Oh, you didn't turn in that assignment? Well, too fucking bad. You're going to get a zero, big fat zero on that.
And comb your hair.
Shit. We couldn't even. I was telling somebody the other day we couldn't even have beards in high school, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
We had little freaking hairs like they send you home to go shave.
Yeah. Or send you to the office and you had to drive shave.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Drive shave, man.
I remember kids in middle school that were getting in trouble because that was a new wave phase with the Cure and all that stuff, and they were going to school with their hair like and the stuff on their eyes. No, they fucking sent them home. Get your ass out of here. You don't need that shit in here.
Yeah.
No, it's because the kids they need to find their identity now, so they're allowing them to do things. Dude, if you had your pants sagging, they make you pick it up, put a belt on, or they send you home, or you go to ISS or whatever they had, right?
Right.
No, now, dude, you go. I go to the schools and I'm like, dude, I see not only your pants are like by your knees, and then you have basketball shorts that are hanging off, and then you see your boxers, and I'm like, doesn't make sense, dude. And they don't tell them anything.
You know what freaks me out? You talk about them trying to like find an identity, right? And I guess when kids are younger and they're growing up, like you do want them to have some sort of identity, right? Because you want to find out, okay, what is this kid gonna be like? What is they gonna like?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? But I know, I don't know if we gave them like too much leeway because I was at HEB the other day and this girl walked out with pants on and 85% of the pant was gone.
Oh, yeah.
She was wearing pants. I'm like literally you could see her whole fucking leg.
Like all holy?
Yes.
Holy, yeah.
No,
they weren't even holy.
They were like big chunks missing. Yeah,
I'm talking about from the top down to her knee was gone. And then from the little bit past her knee down to her leg there was no fucking pants.
Yeah, I've seen.
But she was wearing pants.
Yeah,
and mom jeans.
Yeah, they're mom jeans.
I'm like what? Where?
So here's the thing. When we talk about identity, right? What identity are they trying to find? Because here's what I see. Whenever exactly the same thing. When I go to the schools, every kid looks identical.
Yes.
They all have the same stupid freaking cut haircut, or. All the girls are wearing the same damn jeans with the holes in the cuts.
Yeah.
The guys are all wearing the same baggy jeans.
Well, the girls are wearing that frumpy sweatshirt. You know, like
nobody has an identity. They all look the same.
Yeah, that's the identity.
They all
want to look like each other. They all got this. Yeah, you're right.
Yet we have to let them find their way. No, we don't. We got to put them in their place.
That's another part. Like when kids are growing up. And like I've heard, but it's funny though because we kind of talk about it as Mexican family and a white family, right? So if a kid goes under the sink and starts taking shit out, let's say they're 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, and they start taking shit out of the thing, a Mexican family is going to do what?
Put that shit back.
What the fuck are you doing? You put that shit, make them put it back. Well, let's look at it from the other side, and their people are going to be like, oh, he's just exploring.
Yeah.
Like, no.
My son, one of my sons, he used to do that. He used to go to the kitchen, but he would open up the drawer where we had all the koozies. And he would take out all the koozies, and then he would sit there, and then he'd put them all back. And that was his little game, right, for a while. And I'm like, oh, okay. But at least he's putting it back. Yeah, I'm not going to go over there and be like, hey, put this crap back, right? But you're right. Oh, look at here. They got it. No, they don't.
No, man.
So when they're putting their hand over the fire, they're just exploring.
Yeah, he's exploring. He's just exploring his 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah.
And just fucking
we'll tell him, go ahead, burn yourself. Then what's going to happen, right? No, just be careful.
The kid trying to stick the fork inside the outlet and shit. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of forks, man, I have an aunt. So I was already middle school, or maybe I was in middle school, I think, or maybe early high school, but I think it was middle school. And us Southsiders, we used to we were hungry, so we had to find something, and found a weenie and went and put it over the flame for a little bit on the fork. Took it off, put it on the bread. And I don't know what possessed me, but my aunt's wearing shorts, and I just put the fork on her freaking leg. Oh my. First of all, I got whooped, right? Of course. But she literally had the freaking markings of the fork on her leg. And I think she still does. She'll tell me every once in a while, I still have the scar. And I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. But you know what? It wasn't like, he was just exploring. No, dude.
Oh, you paid for that shit.
My ass got explored too. Shit.
I always tell this story, man, about my parents. And because, my dad was work, and we'd hardly see him when we were growing up. My mom was always home. She was a caregiver. She was an enforcer. She was the one that did everything, basically. Yeah. My dad was just bringing home the money, right? And this one day, I don't think I've told y'all this story, but this one day, I don't know what the context of, but whatever it was, I did something wrong, and my dad got mad, and he wound up and whap. Well, he didn't fucking hit me in the butt. He fucking hit me in the back.
In the back.
Yep. Square in the back, right? Bam. And my dad, I remember this story, is that my dad looked over at my mom, and my mom, he goes, I saw the devil in her. They said the devil came out of her. And she looked at him and she said, don't you ever hit my kids again. But his dad was being my dad. Job. Because the dad was being a dad, and he saw his kid do something wrong and he made him pay for it. But he didn't do it right. Yeah. So here comes mom, and she's like, don't you ever hit my kids again. Yep. I'm like, wow, man. But that's what do you call it? That's the generation gap. Like, that's the old school thing. Like, we're losing all those people, man. We don't have that.
And I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but our moms, they did work, right? I know that our moms worked, but they were still home and still handling stuff at home.
Yeah,
they still made dinner. They still, dealt with the house and dealt with the kids and whatever needed to be done. All that. And you think about it now. One, you do have a lot more single parents, right? More than what there was back in when we were growing up.
Yep.
And two, the moms have to work. And they're not only just working the way our moms did. They had their little, 9 to 5 or whatever they had. But you have moms that are going to school. They're going to work.
Yep.
They're out all day. And guess what? Sometimes that does affect the kids at home.
Yeah.
They don't have the nurturing or the surrounding. And even at that, even when they do, the kids nowadays are just so focused on the dang devices.
They're jerks, I tell you.
They're just focused on their devices, man. That's all they have going for them. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know where everything went wrong, but I know, like what Cranky said, it's also the teachers' faults, but I think it's the schools. They allow so much leniency, right? Yep. And then when they get home, they expect the same leniency. Yep. And so...
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard. I think it's hard when you have a lot of single parents or single moms, shall I say, maybe not single parents, but single moms that have to be out, have a job, come home, try and nurture their kids. Well, they're fucking tired.
Yep.
They're tired. Like, you know, I mean, and
well, now the kids are all in everything, so they got to be running around back and forth.
Get home, they got to take them to practice. They got to come here, band or whatever it is they're doing. Mom, take me to the mall. Oh shit, and you got to take them to. So they're like back and forth. So they're fucking tired. So there is probably no nurturing because they're just so fucking tired.
It's literally work at home and work at work.
Boom, and then just take them.
Yeah.
And I see it where I'm at, where I work. It's most, okay, let's say 75% parents, but the rest of them are the grandparents or the aunts or somebody else. The kid gets in trouble. Well, the parent can't be there to take him to, to where, where I'm at. And it's the grandma, that has to take him or something like that. So, let me kind of go off of that. So these single parents, like having a dad, does that affect? Does it not affect? What is it like? I mean, we've never experienced it, but for other people who have or have to, it means a lot to have a dad there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Whether it's a real dad or not.
Well, you could go to the nearest restaurant and just ask one of the waitresses, what is it like to not have a dad in your life?
The ones that don't have daddy issues?
I'm just saying.
That's what we're reporting live. Uncounseled Culture is at the Hooters on 151.
What? Tell me, where is your dad these days?
Man, I wouldn't doubt 9 out of 10 would.
Oh, he's in jail too? Oh, okay. What about your dad? He's in jail. Okay. So, have y'all been to Bombshells?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
I think it's gonna close down pretty soon.
There's no business there.
Really?
No, they don't have a lot of business. I think it hurt them from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, when they first opened up, they were super packed.
Yeah.
And they were understaffed. Oh. They didn't have enough servers. They didn't have enough cooks. They didn't have enough anything.
Right.
So it took you forever to get a drink. It took you forever to get food. It took you forever to get sat. Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people realized that and they were like, and they started going back to the other two.
Oh, Hooters is right up the street.
Not only was it it was packed, but there was still a lot of empty tables. But because they were so understaffed, they wouldn't sit.
They couldn't see them.
They couldn't see them.
Well, it's pretty heavy competition in that area. If you're San Antonio, I'm talking about a 151 area.
Yeah, you have Hooters and Twin Peaks.
Hooters there. You got Twin Peaks on the other side, and then you got the Bombshells that opened up. And it's only been open. What has it been a year?
About a
year.
year. Yeah,
about a year.
I think it was February last year, wasn't it?
It was like no, but
So you think it's that bad? So you think it's that bad that it can actually?
Oh yeah, dude. There's no business.
Really? Wow.
I mean, to the point where if you go to Twin Peaks and Hooters, you're like, well, I guess that's the last place to go to. And
but I don't blame them for being understaffed because it was just coming off COVID, whatever. I blame the people. This is my quick shot, man. I blame the people that go to those places and wait to be seated, to be fed. Just like the people that wait an hour in a drive-thru when there's the same fucking burger boy over there for 37 and fucking Southcross where you could drive over there, get you the same damn burger.
It'll take you less time.
It'll take you less time to drive over there than it is to stay in line at this fucking over here. Every time a new restaurant opens, people have to rush. Man, did you see that iguana place that was open on Facebook?
Yes.
They were there in the cold that day at Martin Luther King Day waiting in line just to fucking get a damn fucking burrito, dude.
Yeah.
What are you getting out of that, man? What are you getting out of it,
You
man?
were one of the first ones?
Yeah, so what?
There was that burger boy that opened up on Military, and they were giving out
it was for the first 10 people.
First 10 people.
You're always not the 10th person if you're parked on Military waiting to get.
Did I make it? Did I make it? Did I make it? Am I the person?
God.
Did I win? Did I win?
Dude, and now Burger Boys are everywhere, bro.
Yes, they're everywhere.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Okay, I understand when the first one opened up, okay, but every single one that opens up, you have to go get in fucking line to go get a damn, like if it's gonna be any different,
right?
This one has pickles. Yes, I like this one better.
They got that cinnamon toast crunch milkshake.
They toasted their burgers at this one. I mean, the buns.
Oh, the other one
buns.
The other one they put butter. This one they don't put butter. I don't know.
I mean, it's just I don't understand that, man. I don't understand why you had to fucking just be the first, or why you have to follow influencers just because they went to that damn restaurant. Right. Why you gotta be okay? Now we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. He said it was good. We gotta go right now. Yeah, right now. So hurry up, back your shit up. I don't care if we just went to H-E-B and Panic Bot. We gotta go try this damn new food truck.
And I guarantee you that it's the same people that Panic Bot are the ones in line waiting for the freaking.
They're waiting in that.
Their food's over there in the fridge spoiling because they fucking bought everything, all the meat and shit, man.
Oh man. I have to agree.
Fucking influencers, man. Influencers.
I mean, why do you have to go just because they went? We gotta go.
Did everybody
see the same video at the same time? Though?
Exactly. I see that too.
I'll say this, right? Okay, so that burrito place that you're talking about, it's the first one here, right? It's the first one that has opened up in San Antonio. Because they're from California.
Yeah.
Now even they're coming from California, right? They don't want to be there no more. But okay, that I understand. So if there's people that are from California
or like the
outside
one,
of here,
the chicken one that's right there on 151. Remember the hot Dave's?
Hot Dave's.
I get it. That was the first one.
And
that one opened up over there.
Well, yeah, but the one that opened up over that was the first one. So I get it. Right. But all the other ones, I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's something that's new,
yes,
right, new. So, okay, I understand that line. Going however long they waited. It was fucking cold that day. They canceled. It was cold. They canceled the march. That's how cold it was.
They went from the march over there.
Yeah. Well, no more. Let's go get some burritos.
Martin Luther King said, "Get some burritos." But that's why I understand that. It's brand new. It's the first one. There's no one else in San Antonio
wait
like
2 hours though. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll go tomorrow.
Not in the cold, man.
But for a Burger Boy, where there's another one, just like you said.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
They're all over the place. Go to a different one, man. If it's brand new, like when In-N-Out opened, like the very first one. And now there's about 50 of them.
I'm sure that Pluckers over there on City Base was the same way. I don't know.
It's gonna be like that. They were giving away free.
I thought they already opened.
Yeah.
They did. But they were offering free.
Yeah, dinner. They do that every new one that they open. They do that.
But you have to, you gotta wait.
Yeah,
basically. But yeah, it's gonna be like that too. Everything else that's opened up down there, the BJ's and those two. Oh, you can get those over here on Pressa.
Right there.
Over there on Cherry Street.
But yeah, man, that was my,
Well, you mentioned that
makes a lot of sense.
You mentioned that you they're probably gonna close down, right? The bombshells, but that the whole package deal was when they came over here was they were gonna open 5 here in San Antonio.
That's right, there was.
Wow. I don't see that happening if that one can't even keep the business that they had. So I don't think that's gonna go.
That's right. I just don't know why we drove by the other day. And that's right. Oh, that's right. At Bombshells, and I never asked you guys about it. I'm pretty sure y'all went. But so I mean, did y'all taste the food? How is the food compared to these other places?
Yeah, I ate the nachos there once. They were all right.
The pizza, the pizza.
Yeah, pizza was kind of like frozen pizza.
Yeah, it
really.
It wasn't like even the deli ones that you get from that you put in there. It's basically like that.
One of those, man.
It's basically like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not DiGiorno's and it's not Totino's, right? But it's like one of those that you get from the deli from the store, and then you have to put it in the oven yourself. It's like that, man. It's nothing special.
Wow.
See, but people don't understand about those places. Those places are, I really want to think they're bar first, restaurant second.
Yeah.
Because all the food is just bar food, man. It's not a freaking...
For the most part, yeah.
So it's really,
I think Twin Peaks has more of a variety, and they have a lot, like Sabrina likes to go over there and have the... I think it's the chicken fried chicken, and they have a nice little plate. It's pretty good. Yeah. It's actually really good. Yeah. And she's like, I want to go for that. Right. I like the bacon. I'll go for that. But when you go to the other places, it is basically I'm gonna go have a drink and have some wings.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. It's a bar first and it's a restaurant second. It's like going to freaking B&N and I'm gonna go drink, but hey, they sell burgers and they sell quesadilla. I'm gonna order one because I'm here and I'm hungry. That's what it is. It's the same thing, dude.
I go for the beer.
Oh yeah, I go to Hooters for the wings. Yeah.
This girl I knew, her dude would always go to Twin Peaks and she would get mad at him, but he would tell her, "Well, the beer's cold there."
29 degrees. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I guess it's hot everywhere else. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me. I've never,
Okay, hold on.
I mean, you can't find a better excuse, man.
You're right.
Baby,
However,
whoa.
this is where I will disagree because it is colder there. The beer, yes, everybody has their mugs usually, unless they're really packed, right? They'll bring out. They're not really frosted.
You're saying that because it has. Oh, it's 29 degrees.
No, I'm serious though. Like even Sabrina say, you know what? I want a cold beer, so we're gonna go to Twin Peaks. We're not going anywhere else because yes, the beer they're gonna put it in a cold mug.
Yeah.
But eventually it starts to get warm, right? There, the beer's cold, and if they put it in a mug, when it frosts up.
It frosts
up because the mug is cold, but then the beer's cold.
Yeah. So the beer frosts up. Well, now what happens when it melts?
Now you have water.
It waters it down. You know.
Yeah, but if you're drinking Ultra, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of backwash in there anyway. Oh, dude. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are all over the place.
We are all over the place.
Porn stars, Hooters, but we generally stayed with the,
Well, everything had a connection for the most part.
Yeah. Roger's going to love this episode.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you. He's really going to... Where is he?
He's coming down next weekend.
Yeah, he's coming down next weekend. That's right.
He's coming down next weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
He's still in Syracuse.
Syracuse.
He's in Syracuse.
Oh, he's going to love when we put these types of shows together because we have no form. We have no, we're all over the place.
We just had to jump back in it because we had a long layoff.
We had a long layoff. We had a lot to talk about, man.
That's why I told you we're going to hit this shit hard, bro. We're going to hit this shit hard. We're going to fucking take down everybody, including those motherfuckers.
Exactly,
you
bro.
You know who I'm talking about.
We are definitely gonna have to step it up though. I'll tell you that right now.
The chancla who I thought was what everybody wanted his throat, but all of a sudden he just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, now he's back in.
Yeah, I guess
he's right. He jumped on somebody's coattail.
I guess he paid off his debts, man, or something, dude. The Illuminati, he made a deal. Oh, what does he make a deal with?
The Illuminati,
right?
He made a deal with the Illuminati.
He made a deal with the Illuminati, man. So he's safe.
Mexican Illuminati.
We see him with a white wife, then we know.
Golly.
The fix is in, baby. The fix is in, man. Oh, jeez. Well, you guys. Nothing else, man. We got nothing.
I was always Porky's always talking about the carts at the HEB and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's another quick shot.
I was always one more, just one more for the road, and just in case we don't record for another 2 months. So Porky's always complaining about the carts, and I was always indifferent about it, until you see a parking space wide open,
and there's a cart in the middle,
and you're halfway, and there's a cart there in the middle. Yeah, now I'm on Porky's side now.
Yes,
I am, dude. I've jumped to Porky's side.
So have you seen the TikToker or the influencer that goes and
with the magnets?
Yeah, the snaps of magnets on their cars. Have you seen that one? No. So he does that. He's like the grocery cart police.
Right. Yeah.
So he sees you. If you go and you just put your cart somewhere behind a car or on the grass or wherever
on the divide or whatever.
He follows you to your car and he has a magnet. Basically, he puts a magnet on your car, basically calling you out before what you did. And man, there's videos of people throwing it back to him, and then he's so good, dude. He slings them and it lands on their cars. And he's like, oh, you're not getting away with it. And as they're driving off, he'll sling another one. And dude, he's been doing that. And people, man, have gone at him. They try to fight him. And
it's hilarious.
And it is funny. But, man, I felt the same way. I don't think I was indifferent. I think I was on Porky's side for a while because I am the one that goes and puts it back in the, in the thing. And it frustrates me whenever I see a cart, right behind a vehicle or in between vehicles. So when you're parking, the cart's right there. Man, it was frustrating. But I was like, I don't care. It wasn't a big deal, but it's frustrating, to me internally. But not until just recently when I'm driving and I'm about to pull in and this dude's moving his cart at the same time and I hear, I'm like, are you serious, bro? And I'm like, I can't sue him for his car. It wasn't his car. It was the damn cart. And I'm like, and he's like, my bad. Bro.
Well, I saw something at Walmart. Everything happens at Walmart, dude. So I was actually going out to the car, right? And so this dude was putting his stuff in his car, and so there was a space that was open right next to him. So he puts his stuff in his car. What do you think he does with the car?
Push the car in the open spot.
Pushed it right into the open spot while the car was turning in.
Oh, man.
And this guy played stupid, right? Dude, I was watching the whole thing.
It was already there?
Yeah, no, he fucking played stupid, right? And he goes around, he gets in his car. So that dude was fucking pissed off, and he started telling him shit, dude. He put his parked, and he got out and he moved the car, and he's fucking telling him, he's fucking yelling in his window and shit. And then the guy's just like, like looking straight, like you don't know what's going on. And I go, huh, what? So yeah, he was telling him shit, dude, and then he pushed the cart out. Well, of course, the guy didn't put it anywhere, but between other cars,
yeah.
And then he parked, and I'm like, see, I mean, if the guy was like off the handle, he maybe would have punched his car, would have pulled the guy out, did something to him, but at least he just told him something like some shit, and then he fucking parked his car. But
well, shit, nowadays you never know, man.
Nah, it's scary, man.
Just the other day, they were talking about there was a little disagreement, something like that, at one of the gas stations. And the guy's pulling out and he's leaving. The other car starts shooting at him. Like, you never know, bro. That's just the way it is nowadays, man.
Yeah, you can't look at nobody. Nope. You can't, like, even just a quick glance.
You can't even honk at them no more, man. Now if I honk, I do the,
the little road runner.
Yeah. Excuse me. Gotta get through.
Oh my God. Well, I'll finish out with my quick shot. But so we're picking up groceries from the curbside. And for whatever reason, I'm guessing Super Bowl. That was the only thing I can think of. But the curbside actually had a line.
Oh, wow.
So all the curbside space, this is a HEB, of course.
Which HEB were you at?
On
McCreeless.
Oh,
McCreeless?
Oh, McCreeless. So the only time that happened was when it was going to get cold.
Yeah.
And the pickup line was out into the street, right? Everybody panicked.
Well, don't they have times?
Yeah, I thought they
did
have time
slots,
but
that doesn't really matter because everybody wants to go whenever they feel. The thing is, too, they tell you, oh, well, you don't have to go at your time. So, like, if it's at 4 o'clock and you get there at 6, they're not going to say, oh, no, we don't give you groceries. But
the meat is defrosted.
That's right, but that's what people will do. They won't go at that time.
Yeah.
And they'll go later. Well, everybody else decided to go at that time, too, right? Yeah. So now there's a line. Well,
but not only that, aren't there certain slots, time slots where it's free?
Well, there are
do it in advance.
If you do it way in advance.
Yeah. Yes. Like if you do it the next day.
Or if you do it like in the morning, then you pick it up for later.
Right.
Then yes.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, if you do it in the morning, and as long, I don't know, it was like maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
If as long as you have that gap, you'll get it for free. So it's like $5 or something. Yeah, they charge you. It's not a lot. But anyway, so there was a line. That's what freaked me out. Is that a line? It was during the week. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I was it's probably Super Bowl, right? Well, I'm fucking trying to play like security guard because we're all in line, right? And you know how fucking people
getting in.
People act dumb. They act stupid. They see the line going almost out into the street, but there they go all the way around to the other side trying to look for an open space and waiting and putting their blinker on and shit. I'm like, motherfucker, and then here I am, I'm fucking honking at him, I'm pointing at him, like, there's a fucking line back there, you fucking. And I'm trying to play security guard, and I was so pissed off, dude. And when I finally got into my spot, and I told the person, I was like, y'all need to get security out here right now. Something's going to happen. That's how pissed I was. I was like, anyway, that was my quick shot.
You hear about the girl, the lady in Corpus that got her curbside pickup?
Like how much?
$1,000?
It was like $1,200.
Really,
like
dude?
$1,000.
Who picks up a curbside? Who orders a curbside for $12,000?
First of all, that's what I was thinking. One, and then 2,
I heard about that.
She got hacked or something, and they got her number.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever.
So she got $2,000 worth of grocery. Yeah.
Give me my $1,200.
Well, she got. They gave her. They gave
it to her.
Yeah,
they gave her to her.
Yeah,
man. They gave not her money, but they gave her
another order.
Another order.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And when they put her in the trunk, she was like, "Oh, just put it next to the other stuff we got right there." I don't know where that came from.
They didn't think it was funny that she showed up in a U-Haul to pick up her fucking groceries.
I would have doubted that she sent somebody to go get all the stuff. They took it and then
$1,200. Come on, dude.
It's crazy.
Nobody buys $1,200 worth of food at one time.
You know,
unless you're at Sam's.
Yeah, and
Let's
even
be
at
honest.
that, bro. Even at that, it's still
That's still, like-
that's if you're doing business.
Yeah, well, if you have a business, you go to Sam's, you have that big ass cart, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend $1,200 there, but HEB, bro,
Yeah.
come on.
You know, speaking of lines, so yesterday the same crap.
You wanna do something?
I know, right? That's what I thought. Speaking of lives, yeah, I thought you were gonna hear one of those.
Been a while.
You know, I was exiting. I'm driving down the highway last night, and they closed the highway, and so of course the line's building up on the access road.
Yep.
Right, it's real long, and all these people are going straight because they're trying to get past the light. I just so happen I'm exiting because I'm gonna turn at the light, and I'm gonna turn to the left, so it's a turn only line.
Right.
And you're going, and you see the line, you know, about 20 cars deep, and there's a truck right in front of me going, and when he gets to about the 18th car, decides he's gonna stop and put his blinker because now he wants to get in, and I'm like, you knew that was a turn only lane.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm honking at him. I'm laying into that motherfucker. I'm like, ding! To the point where he starts trying to sneak in, like, get out of the way a little bit. I went around him and, you know, flicked him off and got to the light, and I'm like, thinking, man, this guy's gonna drive by and shoot.
Yeah.
But dude, I was like, what do you, like, come on, man, you know better.
But
See-
I mean, yeah, those people are dumb. But who is more dumb? Because the people that let them in, they have to be more dumb.
I wouldn't let 'em in.
I wouldn't let
I'm
them in
sorry, I
either.
wouldn't either.
I'd be
I
kidding.
wouldn't.
Hey,
No,
sorry, go to the
yeah.
next one.
I don't care if I'm bumper to bumper with a car in front of me, dude.
Though, even not only turning to the left, but even turning to the right when you have a turn only to the right,
Right.
and people go all the way to the front, and then they stop and then they want to get in,
Try and get
and now
in.
you're getting a long line on the turn. Like, it just,
See, like,
man,
yeah.
it annoys the hell out of me.
See, we were supposed to meet at a certain time today, and of course, somebody was late.
It wasn't me.
Louie.
It wasn't me this time. That was all time.
They exit from 37 to get on 90
Yeah.
to come west.
Yeah.
That backs up basically all the way back to
Obviously,
Fair,
Fair,
almost,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
So people, everybody that's listening is probably from here, so they know. But anyway,
Except for you're from California.
yeah,
And
or in Dallas. Yeah. Shout out to Low and Dro.
Low and Dro.
So that exit backs up because 90 is just fucking packed at between 5 and 6. It's just gonna be packed. Well, same thing there because there's one lane that exits to the right.
Yeah, and one to the
then
left.
the one lane that exits, and then you can
Goes
go
to
left.
90.
Well, everybody, same thing. There's 40 cars, and everybody waits till they get to the 5th car in front, and they want to try and cut in. And
They
then
wanna
same
merge.
thing. And I almost get into accidents because I'm not gonna let those motherfuckers in,
man.
because I'm bumper to bumper with the guy in front of me. I'm like, If I see somebody start putting their blinker on, I'm like,
Yeah.
And the guy is probably like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he on my ass? I'm like, well, that's why. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let these fuckers in.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
that, man.
damn drivers.
San Antonio fucking drivers, man.
Well, like Cranky said, it's probably all them Californians that came over here. And,
Man, I'm telling you, it's all them Californians, man. That's why we're getting all these restaurants from California, In and Out, all these burrito places. I think Dave's Hot Chicken's from freaking California.
California and our
Pluckers
Texas.
from Austin? Pluckers from Austin?
Pluckers from Austin.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
Pluckers from Austin.
well, them too, man. They're weird up there.
Yeah, well, they're turning into California. That's what it is.
All right, man. Well, let me be selfish here. I'm gonna finish out. So, as y'all know, back in May of last year, my dad passed away. 86 years old, and so just recently on January 26th, my mom just passed away. She was 81, and so that's the reason I kind of brought up some of the stories, because when we all gathered around and we were talking, and cousins came, and uncles and aunts and nephews, nieces, everybody was there, and we were talking. And man, if y'all haven't, if you've never gone through hospice with someone, it's brutal, dude.
It's brutal.
It's
Yep.
brutal. It's
Yep.
brutal because you know that it's inevitable
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen, but all you can do is just wait. That's all you can do. So if you haven't been through hospice, man, I pray for you. It's not fucking. I wouldn't put it on anybody, but there's decisions that have to be made, and unfortunately, we have to make them. But so the waiting was the worst part, and then she finally passed on Friday, the 26th, about 7:00, a little after 7, I think. But it was a decision we made as a family to let her go, And I mean, it sucks, you know, regardless. You know, we've all been through it, unfortunately. But the good part about it was the people that showed up, you know, the family that was there, and we got to talk, and we got to, you know, have these memories, and it was cool that we got together, me and my brother, and once we get together, I mean, it's like when we get together and just fucking movies, you know, movie lines and movie this and everything's movie, you know, so we're just making everybody laugh, and my cousin, you know, she's real cool about everything. She's like, I miss this, like, in your families, and you have your family, right? And then you get your own family, and then that family starts to grow, and then everybody else's family gets to grow, and then all of a sudden you're not spending Christmases together.
Correct.
You're not spending Thanksgivings together. Now everybody's off doing their own thing. Nobody's going to Easter because everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's inviting, and nobody's getting together.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about it was my cousin was there, and she's like, you know, I really miss this. Like, I really miss, like, when we would get together, and it was unfortunate that it had to take that, you know, that death to bring everybody together. So it really sucks, dude. So, you know, my thing is, like, you have family, you know, and you've got differences or whatever. Like, you know, there's times where you need to come together and you need to be a family again. Like, nowadays, the way shit is now, you know, with the world and, you know, everything that's going on, like, you just got, like, leave that shit out. Leave the politics out of all that shit. You know, remember to be a family and celebrate. You know, if it's a Thanksgiving, even if it's just one holiday of the year, it doesn't matter what it is. Easter, fucking New Year's, Christmas, just spend it together. Make one point and say, okay, we're going to your house. Everybody's going to your house. Doesn't matter what it is. Easter, okay, yeah, we're all going to your house for Easter. Doesn't matter. Just do it. You know, because I think that was the one thing that we all missed. It was that camaraderie, the family getting together. And I mean, you don't even have to drink. Like, I know some of my family drinks. I drink, but you know, it's been a while, you know. But just getting together, man, and you know, if I have anything to say for everybody out there, for you guys, whatever, get your family together, love each other, and dude, you won't realize how much you miss it until you actually do it.
Yep. It sucks, man. We say that all the time whenever the family sees each other, when it's at a funeral or at a quinceañera or a wedding that's, you know, rare. And it's like, man, we need to see each other more often. But you're right, people aren't intentional about actually doing it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
And I think that's a good point you brought up is hey, if you have the time and you have, you know, you can make it a point or make the effort to try. It's a good point, Porky.
Rest in peace, Mom. I love you. You guys, good to be back, huh?
Good to be back.
That's good. We went hard.
We got so much more. We got so much more, man.
No, I mean, I got hard. No, man, it was good having you back, man. Seeing you guys again, and let's keep this shit up, bro. Let's take some people down, if you know what I mean.
That's right. Let's do it.
Fucking tackle their ass.
Shots fired.
All right, man. I'm Porky.
Louie.
And I'm out of here.
See y'all later.
Peace.
I prefer to not talk about it anymore. Are you really that sure that you want to get that close to her? She'll leave you with no pulse, no blood. Watch you turn to stone. I'm stoned and no drugs. I broke my bones. I was curious, just one look in her eyes. Now I'm a statue with fast blood, trying to make a broken heart look tough. I can't change my vision, I'm stuck. Got that tunnel vision for your